Hello everyone, today we are making our ceramic self-portraits. So this is a project that we normally do with our second graders. It's a lot of fun. So every child is going to start off with a toothpick, a plastic knife, a tray with a touch of water in it, and our face stencil, okay? And also a roller and a mat or a clay board. And everyone's gonna get a softball sized chunk of clay, and you're gonna go ahead and plop it on your mat, and we're gonna start rolling and flipping. So you wanna start from the center of your clay and roll out, and then you want to roll and flip. And we ask the kids to repeat, roll and flip. And we want to end up with a really nice, even pancake of clay. And so as you're rolling out, just be aware of you want to start in the middle and roll on out so that we have a nice piece of clay to work with. Now, when we're rolling out, we want to use our pinky as a ruler. So we're going to take our pinky up against our side of clay, and once we reach the same thickness as our pinky, we are going to stop because we don't want the clay to be too thin because it will break in the kiln, okay? So just make sure the kids use their pinky as their clay ruler. Okay, and I think I'm going to stop right about here. And I'm going to get my stencil and I'm going to get my toothpick and I'm going to push all the way through my clay until I have my face. So see, this is going to end up being my face right there, okay? So at this point, we want to put this part aside. We're not going to ball it up because I'll show you how we'll use it in just a sec. But we're going to take our face and we're going to flip it over and we're going to write our name. And we're using a little bit of pressure. We're not going all the way through the clay. Our name, the year, and our room number. Okay. Then we're going to flip this over and we can start decorating our face. So I'm going to go ahead and make a nose and make my eyes. And it's really cool because you guys can get as creative as you want with this. Okay, so here I think my face is done, and now I'm ready to add on some hair. I'm going to go ahead and use this leftover piece of clay to do some hair pieces. Okay, so I'm kind of just planning. I'm going to put these right here like that, I think. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to learn how to get the clay to hold hands, okay? We want these pieces to attach to each other. And the way we do that is we score the clay. So we're going to do crisscrosses on all the pieces of clay that we want to stick together, okay? So you're basically making little crisscrosses right here. You can see I'm just mucking up the surface of the clay so that it will stick together nicely. I'm going to go all the way around like this. I'm going to also do this surface over here. Okay. So once we have scored up all the edges that are going to touch one another, then we're going to take a little dab of water. Just do it just like that. And we're going to just put tiny bit of water on these surfaces, and then we're gonna link them up like this. And you can just push them together. Once you push them together, we say that the clay is now linked or holding hands. And it will, once we put it in the kiln and bisque fire this clay, it will hopefully stay together. Okay, so that's that. If you wanted to add an extra embellishment, like let's say I just want to add a barrette or a bow or something fun, you can just kind of like get creative here. Just make sure that every piece that you add is going to need to be scored. So if I wanted to just do a little barrette right there, you just want to make sure that you score this piece and score this piece as well. And this is a really fun project. You guys can get as creative as you want. You know, some people add unicorn horns or kitty cat ears or whatever you feel like adding, go for it. And pretty much this is how we do this project, and it is all ready to go. This is pretty much how it turns out. So parent helpers, when you put their projects back into the drawing box, if you can just check to make sure everyone's name is on the back of their project, and circle back with the teacher to ask if anyone is absent, so that you can come back another day to allow those kids to do makeups. And then also a week after the pieces have dried, if you can come back and just sand the edges a little bit so that all these rough edges are a little bit smooth. And that's it. Thanks so much, guys.